This is the high school basketball playoffs on regional radio.
Blanton across timeline, behind the back, 5 seconds, and he lost it. Cooper T-Tech the steal, gets it to Carter. Carter the layup, can't get it to go. But right there is Cockbright, and Cockbright puts it back at the buzzer. What a first half for Kyle Cockbright as the North County Raiders head into halftime, riding high with an 11-point lead.
It's the most exciting time of the year to be a basketball fan.
Holding the ball between the circles, throws into the high post for Horton. She'll penetrate, pull it back out. Step back jumper is true. Oh my goodness. That was smooth from Sophia Horton for her 20th point of the ball game.
And whether it's on AM 800 KREI, AM 1400 KJFF, J98 The Boot, the MyMo Info Sports Stream, or MyMoInfo.com.
Now with the free throw line, Prater to the left wing, Lunyu, a covered up three, and he pops it right over Jarvis. Luke Lunyu with his third three of the game and 15 big ones for the 6'2 senior.
Nobody covers the high school hoops postseason in Southeast Missouri like regional radio.
Still holding with 10 seconds. Bollinger drives. Bollinger to the rim. Laid it in. 5 seconds left. The Lancers hold on in an incredible district championship game.
You're listening to the Fleegs Equipment pregame show, brought to you in part by Fleegs Equipment in St. Genevieve and Leadington. For all your lawn, farm, and garden equipment needs, let their family serve your family on Highway 32 in St. Genevieve and on the Outer Service Road at the Leadington exit, and online 24/7 at Fleegs.com.
From Missouri State University for today's Class 3 girls semifinal between the Steelville Lady Cardinals and the Live for Life Academy Charter Lady Hawks. Welcome to the Mineral Area College broadcast booth. Mineral Area College, your next step. I'm Colin Shoey, along with Eric Duke, bringing you the call today on the MyMo Info Sports Stream. Busy weekend of basketball in Springfield. Day 2 of the Show Me Showdown winding down, but for Steelville and Live for Life, Eric, it's just heating up for these two teams.
That it is, yeah. Well, I guess I'll finish that off after the national anthem, but yes.
We got the national anthem, and we will step aside here on the MyMo Info stream and come back in 2 minutes.
At Cole's Tractor Equipment, get the 25 horsepower LS tractor with front end loader. This is the biggest compact size tractor chassis, not the subcompact size tractor. You will like the size of this tractor and the weight it has behind it to get your jobs done. With a 1,600 pound lifting capacity on this front loader, you will be impressed. This LS 25 horsepower tractor package deal includes the tractor, loader, 4-foot box blade, along with the 18-foot deluxe flatbed trailer and a set of 48-inch skid steer quick attach pallet forks. All for only $20,449. This package includes a free 2700 PSI pressure washer and 2 ratchet tie downs. And of course, the best 6-year parts and labor warranty from LS, the major brand maker that you already know and love. So let me recap. Get the 25 horsepower tractor, loader, box blade, deluxe flatbed trailer, all for only $20,449, plus the free pressure washer and 2 ratchet tie downs. See Cole's Tractor and Equipment today, 1 mile east of Farmington on Highway 32, or give us a call, 573-756-4353.
Cozine Memorial Chapel has been serving Farmington and the surrounding communities since 1864. Their commitment of service to the community is deeply rooted in Missouri history and is the foundation for everything they do today. John Cozine is proud to be the 4th generation to operate Cozine Memorial Chapel and is proud to support Farmington High School. Cozine Memorial Chapel, serving families for generations at 217 West Columbia Street in Farmington.
In St. Genevieve and Leadington pregame, Fleegs Equipment for all of your lawn, farm, and garden equipment needs. Let their family serve your family. Highway 32 in St. Genevieve and on the Outer Service Road at the Leadington exit. Online 24/7 at Fleegs.com. Starting lineups are being announced here at the Hammond Student Center, the Old Barn, as I am affectionately referring to it as this weekend. And starting lineups brought to you by Presbyterian Manor, the way you want to live. Let's just kind of run down for the Steelville Lady Cardinals. A lot of what they do going through Sydney Booker, the 6-foot senior forward, 19.4 points per game. works it well inside, and then you have Naomi Perkins, 14 points a game. She's the threat from the outside with 75 three-pointers. And conversely, when you look across at Lift for Life, a lot of size they've got inside, particularly with 6-foot senior Denia Ward. So could be a battle in the paint. And Eric, you and I are just coming off an overtime game in this building between Monroe City Boys and Summit Christian Academy, and that was a battle largely inside in the trenches. So could be a repeat of that here in this girls' contest.
Now, interesting wrinkle here early. We have not seen this in our listening area, Colin. Is Lift for Life going to wear the mask throughout the duration of this game? They very well might as a St. Louis County school. That is obviously not required in Greene County. But I'm curious to see if they stay on for the starters. I think they will.
Yeah, looks for all the world like it will. Their starters are Corey Steeles, Mackenzie Wilson, Denia Ward, Taylor Brown, and Natonia Russell. For Steelville, Sydney Booker, Haley Woodall, Naomi Perkins, Toby Pennock, and Alyssa Church. The starting five for the Steelville Lady Cardinals under head coach head coach Seth Collins out of Osceola High School, 145 and 63 overall record as head coach, all at Steelville. Lift for Life is headed by Greg Brown, an alum of Cardinal Ritter, 98 and 69 his career record, 31 and 18 in his second year coaching Lift for Life. That comes in 13 and 11. Steelville at 23 and 6. And it is time for the tip-off here from Springfield. As once again, that tip is brought to you by New Era Bank. It's easy to save your coins and changes. New Era Bank's Roundup Savings. To see how easy it is, visit your local New Era Bank or online at newerabank.com. New Era Bank and member FDIC. Tip one by Steelville. They go right inside the shut-up, no good for Booker, but she's fouled, and that will be 2 quick free throws for the leading scorer for the Lady Cardinals.
I should note that some of the masks very quickly become chin straps. And that's not uncommon from what I've seen in other states or on film and whatnot.
And looking at some of the pictures and videos out of St. Louis, and granted some of that's coming out of St. Charles County where they don't have such a mask mandate, but even in St. Louis City, they can only enforce it so much, let's be honest. Those things are going to fall off on these players one point or another. Booker misses the first, second one rattles down, and Steelville quickly draws first blood. Kind of an unpredictable matchup for Lift for Life. 13-11, their boys took it on the chin a little bit earlier today in the Class 3 boys semifinal, 54-21 to a very good Hartfield team. But it's a maiden voyage for both Lift for Life teams at this level. Shot goes behind the backboard, not out of bounds though, and Lift for Life keeps it alive. They'll swing it out top to Wilson. She'll drive, puts up a runner from the right elbow, no good. Rebound fought for Booker, rips it down, but they're going to get a tie-up, and the possession arrow will favor the Lady Hawks out of Lift for Life.
Since we're all about sister station cross-promotion here, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that Hartsville plays Monroe City tomorrow at 5:45 on Glory 97 and CentralMoenko.com for anybody who just wants to hear good basketball.
And it will be a good one tomorrow over across the hall at JQH Arena as a tie-up drawn by Steelville. I think you mentioned during that broadcast, by the way, Eric, that they were looking to go across the hall. I would say Monroe City fans are so cramped in here they want to manifest destiny out there at the JQH Arena. More room to spread out. There you go. Steelville gets the basketball at the second tie-up. It will be Booker working it over left wing now to Naomi Perkins looking to drive. She's cut off. Kicks back out to Booker. Booker dribbles between the rings now to Church. Church driving on Wilson. Got fired. Shot up. Left it short, though. And the rebound ripped down by Denia Ward for the Lady Hawks. Racing it the other way is Wilson. Flings the pass right corner, but getting closed down quickly is Brown. Here's a wild shot put up no good from Corey Steele. And a rebound grab by Steelville. Coming out of the pack is Church. Her pass, though, tipped and stolen away. A couple of Lady Hawks converge. But Lift for Life comes up with dish off, and this time the layup finds home. Corey Steele gives Lift for Life a 2-1 lead.
That's really good speed on that play, and Steele's a good job to catch that quick pass.
That's really the matchup here. It's overall size and strength of Steelville against the speed of Lift for Life. Good backdoor feed and the finish off on the right block. Haley Woodall, first basket from the field. Steelville back on top 3-2. Dribbling it up slowly for Lift for Life will be Wilson. Gives on the left wing over to Steele. Steals eyes up the defense. Tries a slash, bounce pass, stolen away. Booker throws it up for Church. One-on-one against Wilson. Shot up, stripped to the basketball, but Flip for Life, Mackenzie Wilson had her heels on the baseline as she came up with that. So the ball will stay with the Steelville Lady Cardinals. 5:45 to go in the first quarter. 3-2 early going here for the first of two Class 3 girls semifinals. It'll be a doozy in the second one between Tipton and Skyline. Here's a kick out, open look for three for Church. Deep one, no good off the back. And the rebound is grabbed by Lips for Life. Perkins the other way. Will slam on the brakes and wait for help. Make that Wilson. Wilson eyes up a NBA range three. That one's off the front. And the rebound grab, no problem, by Church. On a shot fired up by both teams here in the early going, but nothing going down. Here's a shot blocked on a three-point attempt by Pennock. It was swatted out of bounds. Flip for Life seemed to think that ball was not out of bounds, but it was the case as Perkins had Russell had grabbed a hold of that ball. The second time, Lift for Life gets a block, but they've got a player standing on the baseline and or sideline. So Booker will inbound in front of the Lift for Life bench, gives him the corner to Church. Now out top, left elbow jumper, left short by Woodall. Rebound grabbed by Lift for Life. They look to run. Outlet pass ahead, layup good. Good finish by Taylor Brown on the other end.
That's really good body control. I didn't know if she'd be able to finish that. Just it seemed a little too helter-skelter and fast, but a nice job to settle herself there and use the glass.
Church brings it across the timeline here at Hammond. Works it up the floor, now gives off to Booker straight away. Booker gets around a man, drives in, hooks a bounce pass, trying to find Church in the right block, out of her reach, out of bounds, and the ball back to the Lady Hawks. Lift for Life went to Southeast Missouri to go through their state playoff run of 63-29, shellacking West County. And then in the quarterfinals, beating a perennially strong Twin Rivers Lady Royals squad, 64-58, way down there in Southeast Missouri. Steelville went west. They took down Stratford, 50-41, and then defeated Miller, 62-54, and yet another battle of the Cardinals. Could be a battle between Tipton and Steelville in the Battle of Cardinals. A couple chances for Lift for Life inside. Neither one goes down, and the second time asking, the rebound ripped down by Woodall. They work it ahead. Perkins now back out to Church. The reset as Coach Collins bringing in some fresh faces. Shot up from the left wing, no good from Booker, and the rebound grab by Russell.
I'm impressed with Russell's speed. She really gets up and down the court as Brown misses a runner.
Rebound grab by Steelville. Another good run, one and done from the Lady Cardinals defense. Church the other way, spinning against Perkins. Dishes straight away. Booker just inside the arc. Shot up, no. Offensive rebound, and back up and getting fouled is Woodall. And she'll go to the line to shoot two for the Lady Cards. 4-3 the score. Lift for Life on top. And this free throw brought to you by Serenity Hospice Care. Peace of mind when it matters most. SerenityHospiceCare.org. First shot is off the back. No good. I'll also give us some time here to thank some of our sponsors for being a part of this broadcast today. Applebee's of Farmington, CNC Suppliers, Flat River Loop in Farmington, Cole's Tractor and Equipment of Farmington, and Cumtree of Festus. We support these sponsors and support these broadcasts. Second free throw is good for Woodall, and that'll tie things back up at 4 apiece here in Springfield. With the basketball for Lift for Life, it will be Wilson. Lift for Life Academy opened just about a decade ago. It's located really right next to Soulard in St. Louis City. There's a drive, and losing the handle is Seals out of bounds. That'll be last off her, and the ball will go back to the Steelville Lady Cardinals. Steelville fans largely have the run of the place here, but pretty spread out altogether here at the Hammond Student Center. Crowds certainly are a little limited this year in the world of COVID in Springfield, but probably just as noisy, if not louder than ever, it feels like this weekend.
Yeah, really good atmosphere that last game in Monroe's favor.
Perkins shot up no good, and the rebound is grabbed by Brown, working it the other way, and stripped of the basketball is Steele. Now a chance for a run out the other way for Steelville. 2-on-2. A runner put up, and this time the floater goes for Alyssa Church. She's on the board. 6-4 Steelville. And, this game not all that different from the last game in terms of Monroe. And we'll see if Steelville can use that noise to its advantage the way Monroe did, because it does make it different. This gym fills up in terms of noise. Here's a steal as an entry pass stolen away by Pryor. Up come the Lady Cardinals the other way. Kick out. Pryor will settle it down, just coming off the bench for Coach Collins. Left corner 3. That one rattles out. Offensive rebound. Easy 6-pack for Booker. She's got 3 points, and Coach Greg Brown wants to talk about recognizing points probably going to be at a premium. Steelville up 8-4 with 2:17 to go. We will take a 30-second break. You're listening to high school basketball on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Surdike Motorsports is the proud sponsor of Jefferson County Sports. Hi, this is Matt Surdike. Whether you bleed blue, red, green, black, or gold, Surdike Motorsports is here to serve local sports fans from every walk of life. With Yamaha motorcycles, side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, and wave runners, Polaris side-by-sides, ATVs, and slingshots, and now for the first time in Surdike history, we have zero-turn mowers from Bad Boy Mowers. Sports, it's in our name. Surdike Motorsports in Festus.
Where we're family run for family fun.
Let's just go. And Colin Shoei and Eric Duick back with you from Springfield. 2 minutes and change remaining in the first quarter. Steelville leading 8-4 in this Class 3 girls semifinal. The Lady Cardinals get another steal as they deny another entry pass. Coming up with this time for Steelville was Lauren Davis. She's got the basketball on the left wing. Now dribbles straight away. Dishes a pass to a cutter, but out of the reach of Pryor, out of bounds, and it'll go back to Lift for Life. Happy to have you along as the Steelville Lady Cardinals looking to book a spot in the state championship come Saturday. Right back at Springfield, they would go across the hall as well to JQH Arena, the new building at Missouri State University. New player into the game for Lift for Life. It is Mills with the basketball. Kenise Mills. Now they work it up top. Right wing, 3 for Brown. Got it. First three-pointer for either team, and Taylor Brown knocked it down from the right wing. It was good patience by Brown there on the kick out. Really caught, set her feet, and shot. These teams look very evenly matched, Colin. I imagine this game will go down to the wire, not too dissimilar from the last. 8-7, Steelville leading with the basketball. It is Church. Gives on the right wing, right in front of the Lift for Life bench to Davis. Davis drives, now back over to Church. Now straight away Booker, spinning on a man. Tough shot in the crowd. Partially blocked. Coming up with the block and the rebound is Taylor Brown. Outlet ahead is off the fingertips then of Brown. And the ball will go back to Steelville on the turnover. Lift for Life in that case, just a little out of control. It looks like Coach Greg Brown wants another timeout to talk things over. So the head coach of the Lady Hawks in his second year, burning 2 timeouts here in the first quarter. We'll take a 30-second timeout with him. Again, you're listening to high school basketball on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
The entire faculty and staff of the Central R3 School District would like to recognize and support all of their students and athletes. It takes an enormous amount of hard work and dedication to be a successful student and athlete. They recognize all of the work their students put forth and are proud of each and every one of you. They wish you the very best in all of your future endeavors. This message is brought to you by the faculty and staff of the Central R3 School District, home of the Rebels.
Back at Hammond Student Center in Springfield, 8-7 Steelville leading, and they've got the basketball as we are at 40 seconds and counting for the quarter. Booker the basketball straight away, nearly stripped, worked back to the timeline, able to throw it ahead for Woodall. Now back to Booker, finds a seam, shot too strong though, and the rebound ripped down by another new player into the game, that being Lanaya Stark. Gives it up for Brown. Lobs on the left wing for Wilson. Now back to Brown. Down to 20 seconds. Lob down low. Starks spinning. Shot up straight up and found its way to get it to go. Starks averaging 4.6 points per game off the bench for Lift for Life. There's a lob ahead for Steelville. Pennock the basketball. She's double teamed. finds Booker all alone, right block. Shot was blocked, though, on Woodall. Knee from beyond half court, no good, and Lift for Life uses that second timeout to grab the lead. A little 5-0 run for the Lady Hawks, and they've got a 9-8 advantage at the end of one. We'll take a 1-minute break, come back with more in a moment on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Hello, Cardinal fans. This is Naomi Perkins
and Marley Perkins
with the Steelville Lady Cardinals.
For the first time in school history,
our basketball team is state-bound, competing in the Final Four, and we are ready.
On and off the court, we are grateful for the support of FCMB Bank.
If you need assistance achieving your goals, contact the dedicated staff at FCMB today.
They will help you score big.
From our team to yours, go Cardinals! Member FDIC.
The faculty and staff of the Steelville R3 School District would like to say how proud they are of all their student athletes. They know how much hard work you've put into your school year and know that you will continue to succeed in all future endeavors. Keep up the hard work and keep reaching for your goals. For all information school-related, visit steelville.k12.mo.us. This message brought to you by your friends at the Steelville School District.
Back at Springfield, 9-8 to score. Lift for Life Academy leading Steelville. Two teams making their Show Me Showdown debut. Lift for Life in fairly new school, and both their girls and boys making their first appearance in the Show Me Showdown. For Steelville, a lot of good years in recent times for this program, but this is their first time getting over the hump and reaching the Show Me Showdown under head coach Steph Collins. Lift for Life ball as we begin the second quarter. Runner put up from the right elbow is no good from Wilson. Offensive rebound, stick back won't go either. Steelville gets the rebound, second time asking, courtesy of Naomi Perkins. That was an out-of-control runner. It seemed like she almost shot-putted that at the rim. And yet it almost went, amazingly. Here's a bounce pass, and the shot attempt from Church is blocked. Lift for Life will bring it the other way with with Russell. Now, out top, here's a three fired up quick, no good. That one was left short on the shot attempt by Mills. And back the other way come the Lady Cardinals. Seems like for Lift for Life, they're almost looking to take a shot about as quick as possible. The first one of remotely good quality is going up. Here's an open look for three straight away. Knocked down. Toby Pinnock, her first chance really to shoot one from beyond the arc, and she hits it. Steelville retakes the lead 11-9. Pinnock this season a 35% three-point shooter for the Lady Cardinals. Now Wilson dishes off right corner, three to answer. That one's off the back iron, no good. Rebound is grabbed by Stark. Bowls over man, the shot attempt, no. Another offensive stick back by Russell, no. And then a whistle and a foul in amidst the scrum. And that time, early on, Eric, Steelville was doing a good job keeping Lift for Life off the board. So that was, 3-4 offensive rebounds?
Well, Stark, she's a 6'1 freshman. She makes a lot of space in there.
Yes, she does. Came off the bench right after that last time out by Coach Brown. She's brought a spark. Inbound pass, dangerous, skip, and I thought they might get that off Lift for Life Mills, but we'll say last touch by Pennock for Steelville, so it'll stay with the Lady Hawks. Wilson the basketball. Lobs down low for Starks. A little too tall off the padding under the basket, and the ball will go back to Steelville. Game with kind of a start and stop flow, it feels like, here in the early going. Both defenses doing a very good job containing the opposing team. 11-9 Steelville lead. Minute 45 gone in the second quarter. Church with the basketball will dribble between the rings. Lobs at the high post for Booker. Back to Church. Easy layup. That's a pretty give and go right there. 4 points for Church. Now a steal on the other end. Coming up with it for Steelville is Pennock. Up the floor for Church. Church blows by one. Got fading away from the basket against Starks. A block by Starks, knocked out of bounds off her. It will stay with Steelville. 9-8 at the end of one quarter, but Steelville scoring the first 5 points here in the second to grab the advantage back. Back and forth start to the game. Lob for Booker on the right wing. A step back on Starks. Down, bounce pass, finds a cutter, but Church missed the layup. Offensive rebound, though, and back up and getting fouled is Naomi Perkins. She'll go to the line to shoot 2 for the Lady Cards.
Yeah, you got to hit that, but fortunately for Steelville, an opportunity here at the stripe.
I want to thank some more of our sponsors for being a part of this broadcast. Cozy Memorial Chapel of Farmington, First Community National Bank of Steelville, Fleeg's Equipment of St. John and Leadington, Gateway Region YMCA of St. Louis, and Gilster Mary Lee. As always, please support these sponsors and support these broadcasts. Second free throw will go down for Perkins. She splits the pair. Steelville growing their lead out to 5, 14-9. Coach Brown directing traffic. Here's a lob to a new man in the game, Deidre Walton. Now they go inside to start. She spins into a travel, and the ball will go back to Steelville, and the Steelville fans making some more noise here at the Hammond Student Center. And they pretty well have the run of the play. Stands 2 sections right behind the Lift for Life bench. Booker will dribble across the timeline, and fighting for positioning is Church up against Mills, and a foul will be called on Mills. That'll be team foul number 5 here on Steelville. Oh, beg my pardon, 4. They got that changed quick here at Hammond. Church, the basketball, gives right wing. 3 ball is an air ball from Woodall, and the rebound grabbed by Lift for Life. Back come the Lady Hawks. With it is Brown. She draws a double team out high with Booker and Perkins on her. Now deep 3 on the left wing. Swish from way downtown. It was Deidre Walton drilling that one.
That's a big shot from a girl that you're not expecting a whole lot of offense from it. 3.1 points per game. And it's 14-9 sounds close, but it felt like it was almost starting to unravel. That's a big hit.
23% from beyond the arc. Here's a spin move from Booker. Gets the layup around start. That's a tough play right there.
Incredible footwork and finish with the left hand.
5 points now for Booker. Again, averages 19.4 a game to lead the Lady Cardinals. The skip pass, left wing, another quick 3 for Lift for Life. That one no good. Offensive rebound. Wild shot put up, though, on the attempt by Mills. And this time the Lady Cards are able to clear the board.
You're not kidding. She shot that 3 times farther than she needed to.
Now another spin move. Church bounces off left block for Booker, but she is tied up on the way up. Some good defense there by Brown. Possession arrow will favor Steelville. It will be Alyssa Church to inbound for Steelville. Scans the defense, bounces for Booker. Shot up, no, but she is fouled. And back to the line for 2 more free throws will go Booker, who split a pair in the first quarter. On the season, 123 of 153, 80% coming into play. 2 big ones here is right now it kind of feels like the momentum is starting to shift gradually towards Steelville, because let's face it, the only basket Lift for Life hit here in this quarter was a three-pointer from outer space. Or as Skyline fans who will be entering this arena will attest to later, Katie Pauley distance.
There you go. I like that.
Can tie that in with our Alpha Media Moberly group of stations, as well as the fact that Katie Pauley scored a bunch of points in that quarterfinal victory for Skyline.
And the fact she's showing him, I
was not going to let you get that up over me there. Booker ends up missing both, but an offensive rebound for Steelville. 3-point attempt, no good from the left wing by Pennock. Rebound cleared out by the Lady Hawks. They work it down low through about 3 players' hands. Who got it last? They're going to say it was off Steelville last. There were 2 Lift for Life players that had a play on that. And then I think it was Woodall was the one that had to go off her fingertips last. Left wing 3, that one short on other offensive rebound from the Lady Hawks. Wild shot up by Russell, no good. Rebound paddled for, out of bounds. Last off of the off the Lift for Life. 16-12, Steelville still leading. 3.5 to go for the first half in this Class 3 girls semifinal from Springfield. Church dribbles right. Looks around, now skips the pass over to Perkins. Perkins back out to Church. A lot of different players handling the ball, it feels like, for Steelville, between Booker and Church in particular. Well, Church is taking over the primary role. There's a little push on Pennock. Nothing called. Now ball poked away by Mills as little pressure ramped up there as Lift for Life extending out their defense.
And that was a lot of contact on the wing. I'm surprised myself, no foul call.
Certainly for the push on Pennock, because that kind of knocked her off her access there as she was trying to settle with the basketball. Booker, the basketball, will give over to Alyssa Church. She'll settle things down here. Will certainly be the more apt to keep this at a slower pace. Booker drives, bump off shot, no good. Offensive rebound, but not able to get the roll was Davis. And a rebound collected, second time asking by Lift for Life. Dribbling around Booker and actually drawing a blocking foul is Walton.
Yeah, Walton kind of almost like stepped between the legs of Booker. I don't know that Booker did a whole lot to initiate the foul, but just the way the two players ended up positioned, it worked out in Lift for Life's favor.
It doesn't help in Steelville's situation there. There's nearly a foot difference. Booker is 6 feet. Walton is 5'1". Here's the steal by Pennock, but then the outlet is going right back away into an easy layup for Natonio Russell.
Mistakes like that are just so impactful in a game like this. Lift for Life's really had trouble generating offense in the half court.
Church hooks a pass left corner. 3 ball in the air for Perkins. Rattles around, but will fall off, and the rebound is collected by Ward. Long outlet, though, is tipped. And last touch by Steelville. The pass was intended for Chase Giddings that time.
Not sure why they're attempting 50-foot passes. That's gone Steelville's favor every time.
Meanwhile, Coach Seth Collins of Steelville wants a timeout to talk things over. We'll take one with them. 16-14 Steelville leading. 2:16 to go in the first half. Back in 30 seconds on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Is your loved one in need of care? Steelville Senior Living would like to help you. With over 40 years of commitment, Steelville Senior Living is a skilled nursing facility that offers your family a home-like atmosphere. They offer skilled caregivers and therapy professionals to help your loved one. They take pride in caring for their residents and hope you'll trust them with their care. Visit them at jmsseniorliving.com or check out their Facebook page. That's Steelville Senior Living, caring for the ones you love most.
Back here at Hammond Student Center in Springfield, Colin Shoey, Eric Dewick with you on the MyMo Info Sports Stream. I want to thank some more of our sponsors for being a part of this broadcast. Home Pools and Spas of Leadington, Jefferson College of Hillsborough, and Lucas Smith of Festus. Inbounds play for Lift for Life out of the timeout. They'll lob it out top to Russell. Now swing it left corner. It's Seals looking to drive, meets a cul-de-sac of red jerseys, and ends up traveling into it. Well, you got to make a U-turn in a cul-de-sac, of course, so the hole will go right back to Steelville off said U-turn. It'll be Alyssa Church with the basketball, dribbling across the Bearhead here at the Old Barn at the Hammond Student Center. Church tries to get a step on her man, shot up, no good. Offensive rebound, Booker will roll it home on the putback. Sydney Booker starting to get her engine going with 7 points for Steelville. 18-14, the Lady Cardinals lead. They extend out a little double team on Steele. Now lob down low, bump off, shot good inside. Finishing it off that time was Denia Ward. That is now,
I think the Church is crying for.
There's a 3 from the left wing, no good from Perkins.
Something must have happened at Church. He's banged up and clearly in a lot of discomfort.
Outlet pass ahead for Lift for Life is too long out of bounds. And now Church is going to come out here. Coach Collins having a look at her right now. So she'll be subbed out, and in will come Pryor. Inbounds goes to Pryor, nearly stolen right away. Instead, the Lady Cardinals able to get it out of trouble. Pennock bounces on the right wing, Davis. Now down low, extra bounce pass will not find the intended target of Perkins. Stolen away. Here come the Lady Hawks the other way. Brown into a crowd. Shot stripped away, actually, of the basketball. On a good play by Pryor. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Lift for Life.
Church already back in, by the way. I think Coach Collins just wanted to calm her down as much as anything.
Inbounds coming for Lift for Life. They'll swing in right corner. Seals will try a 3. Contested, left it short off the side. And the long rebound grab by Pennock. Lob it out ahead for Church. Melissa Church spinning on a man, now gives right wing Booker. Booker travels. Just got sped up a little too much there.
Yeah, she had some space to operate, in fact.
I'll give the ball back to Look for Life, down to 35 seconds to go for the first half. 18-16 Steelville. Much like the boys' semifinal in this gym prior to this one between Monroe City and Summit Christian Academy, this game is on a razor's edge right now. Left corner. High skip pass Brown, out to Steele. Bounce pass now on the right wing to Denia Ward. Back to Steele, tries a finger roll, no good. Offensive rebound, back up goes Ward, whistle. And what have we? I believe we got a foul on Steelville. And that is indeed the case. It'll go on Toby Pennock. Taking a look at the spread of players really balanced for Steelville. 3 seniors. 2 of them, though, are your key players in Alyssa Church and Sydney Booker. Here's a shot up. Good from the left elbow and the foul. Natonia Russell with a high degree of difficulty falling away on the set play on the inbound. Russell will go to the line for the N1, averages just under 10 points a game for the Lady Hawks, but only a 48% free throw shooter. This to give Look for Life the lead back. Horn from the scorer's table, and we will...
I think she's at the wrong line, like we saw earlier today.
You got the volleyball in line, but then the free throw line is set a little ways back.
But again, as I said this morning when you were next door, if you're looking at the court, you'd think it was the free throw line where she stood, so I can kind of understand it.
She misses the free throw, so that's no good.
It must have been the distance.
With 5 seconds, Church the basketball, 3 fired up and blocked away from Woodall, out of bounds. Will stay with Steelville with 3.2 left in the half, 18-18 the score.
That actually might benefit Steelville, that block shot. I don't know if you're hitting that, and then you're probably not going to get another opportunity. Now you do.
See if he can't set something up here real quick. Booker is the inbounder here. Gives in the right wing, Church back to Booker. She uncurls a 3 off the front, no good, and the horn will sound to bring us to the end of the first half here in the Class 3 girls semifinal. It's Steelville 18, Look for Life 18. Back in 2 minutes on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Gilster Mary Lee Corporation is looking for capable professional drivers. At least 21 years old, truck school graduates are welcome. Paid hub mileage, downtime, holiday pay, home weekly, with medical and life insurance, vacation bonus, Christmas bonus, commissary privileges, plus a profit-sharing program. Low turnover with a realistic first-year earning of $50,000. Apply in person at Gilster Mary Lee in Chester, Illinois, or call Mike Welker at 1-800-851-5371, extension 3246.
Make it a great family night at Applebee's Bar and Grill in Farmington. Hi, my name is Amy Cousins, General Manager of your local store. Maybe start out with a couple of appetizers: boneless wings, onion rings, mozzarella sticks, spinach artichoke dip, chicken quesadilla. There's so much to choose from. Let the kids pick from the kids menu, then for yourself, choose one of our favorites. Steaks, ribs, seafood, pasta, we have it all. Go to Applebee's.com for the full menu and look for our happy hour prices. Doing good in the neighborhood, Applebee's Bar and Grill in Farmington.
Cleaning chemicals, disinfectants, and paper products are just a few of the items available from C&C Suppliers in Farmington. I'm Cheryl Sneed, owner of C&C Suppliers, a janitorial and food service supplier for commercial and residential use. We carry cleaning products, disposable food containers, gloves, sanitizers, disinfectants, face masks, shields, paper products, and so much more. Find C&C Suppliers on Facebook or stop by our location on Flat River Road in Farmington.
Postponing routine checkups with your doctor can put your health at risk. Your well-being is important, especially during these challenging times. Take the right healthy step for you and your family. Schedule a visit at one of Comtree's 5 primary care locations or schedule a telehealth appointment. We've taken additional precautionary measures to ensure you, the individual served, feel safe at an in-person appointment. Whether a routine checkup, screening, or seasonal vaccination, the time is now to schedule an appointment. Protect your health. Call 1-877-COMTREE to schedule an appointment today. Welcome to our family tree.
Welcome to the Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy Halftime Show on Regional Radio.
At Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy, we want you to know that local pharmacy is alive and well. We work hard at offering you an excellent experience every time you do business with us. A warm greeting, a friendly smile, attention to detail, and efficient service is what you can expect from us every day because we love going the extra mile for our customers. We offer a full range of products and services, handy drive-through windows, always free delivery to your home or workplace, and so much more. Bigger stores don't always mean bigger savings. We stay very competitive with our pricing and our preferred provider for many insurance plans. There's no need to stand in line, no need to wait days for your medications, no need to go anywhere else but Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy. Local pharmacy at its finest, with locations in Deloge, Farmington, Fredericktown, Ironton, and Piedmont. Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy.
It's the Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy Halftime Show, located in Farmington, Fredericktown, Deloge, Piedmont, and Ironton. Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy is committed to improving the health of their patients and positively impacting the communities they serve.
And welcome back to the Hammond Student Center on the campus of Missouri State University. We are at the half this Class 3 girls semifinal between Steelville and Lift for Life. And right now it is dead even between the 23-6 Lady Cardinals and the 13-11 Lady Hawks. 18-18 the score. Welcome into the halftime show brought to you by Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy. Colin Shoei, Eric Duick with you on the call here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream. Separation is razor thin between these two teams, as really expected. It's an interesting clash. It's two teams brand new to the Show Me Showdown, and it's been tight. Back and forth. Lift for Life led 9-8 at the end of the first quarter. Steelville outscored them 10-9 in the second quarter, and that made it 18-18. It was Lift for Life scoring the final 4 points there in that second quarter to give us the 18-18 scoreline. Very balanced through both teams in that first half. 5 different players in the scoring column for Steelville, 6 for Lift for Life. The Lady Cardinals led by Sydney Booker with 7 points in that first half, and 4 for Alyssa Church, 3 each for Haley Woodall and Toby Pennock, and 1 for Naomi Perkins. On the other end for Lift for Life, 5 points from Taylor Brown to lead the charge, then 4 from Natonia Russell, 3 for Deidre Walton, and 2 each from Lanaya Stark, Denia Ward, and Corey Steele. And that gives you the scoreline we've got at the half here between Steelville and Lift for Life. 18-18 is the score. And I want to remind you, folks, tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved, because high school activities are about learning life values. Your friends at the MyMo Info Sports Stream and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri. Winner of this one will get the winner of Tipton and Skyline. That comes up next at the Hammond Student Center. The Tipton Lady Cardinals, 25-4. Last year were here in Class 2. Skyline also moving up from Class 2. They have been a perennial power over the years up in Class 3, where they have won a state title before in their history. And that will be an interesting semifinal to come between those two schools. That said, we've got a very good one here between Lift for Life and Steelville, 18-18 the score. Take a look at some other key stats of note. This is a frightening one. And for what this game has been, which is an up-and-down pace, a little out of control from Lift for Life, 14 turnovers from the Lady Hawks in that first half, 6 committed by Steelville by comparison. So Steelville not just be able to run with Lift for Life, but able to take care of the basketball by and large in this contest as well. That's at 3 blocks from Lift for Life, a little bit of an equalizer canceling out some of those shot opportunities for Steelville in that first half of play. We will take a 2-minute break here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream. When we come back, we will set the stage for the second half here from this Class 3 girls semifinal. Back in 2 minutes.
From shredding to mailboxing, the UPS Store does everything for small business, even impressing your customers. When you have your packages packed by our certified packing experts and backed with a pack and ship guarantee, your business looks outstanding. The UPS Store, everything for small business, all in one place.
The UPS Store.
Hi, this is Jim, owner of the UPS store in Festus. From printing, shredding, faxing, and notarizing to packaging and shipping, we are here to service your personal and small business needs.
Clarissa, what would you say to a Case IH DC 103 disc mower conditioner? It's less than $17,600. That's a $10,000 savings.
I'd say somebody's getting lucky this spring. Lucky in saving a bunch of green, that is.
Yeah, it's a Case IH Moco. It's got a disc mower cutter bar, it's got hydraulic swing, and don't forget, it's got a time conditioner. All for less than $17,600.
Wow, that's not luck. That's the Fliggs Equipment way. Better quality, better brands, and better prices. Just plain better. Fliggs Equipment, see us today, Highway 32 in St. Genevieve and in Leadington on the Outer Service Road.
Online 24/7 at fliggs.com.
Fliggs Equipment, let our family serve your family.
Joey, Eric, back with you from Springfield, Missouri. Hammond Student Center, the site Class 3 girls semifinal between Steelville and Lift for Life Academy. Happy to have you along here on this Friday evening as two teams making their debut at the Show Me Showdown, battling it out. Tight contest, 18-18 over the course of that first half. And really looking at some of the other numbers, another key one that has gone Lift for Life's way while they've had all those turnovers, 24 rebounds compared to 18 for Steelville, 10-8 on the offensive glass, 14-8 on the defensive. Free throws, Steelville also getting the line in that first half, but not making a whole lot, 3 of 8, while Lift for Life 0 for 1. Also Steelville just 1 of 10 from beyond the arc. The shooting percentage is all a little bit better for Lift for Life, stands at 1 miss at the free throw line. Want to take the time to thank some more of our sponsors for making this broadcast possible on the MyMo Info Sports Stream. Mineral Area College in Park Hills, New Era Bank in Farmington, Fredericktown, Park Hills, Deloge, and Bonne Terre. Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy of Deloge, Fredericktown, Ironton, Farmington, and Piedmont. Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills and Prairie Farms of Southeast Missouri. As always, please support these sponsors and support these broadcasts. A majority of the crowd here at the Hammond Student Center is Steelville fans. They're waving their white rally towels and roaring to life as we get set to begin the second half here at the Show Me Showdown 2021. Already crowned our first state champion over in the Class 2 boys earlier today across all the JQH Arena. Campbell, another debutante to the Show Me Showdown, winning the Class 2 boys state title at the expense of the Salisbury Panthers. Ellington and the Wellington Napoleon Lady Tigers were going at it in the Class 2 Girls Championship. As we are underway, the inbound will go to Mackenzie Wilson of the Lift for Life Academy. Lady Hawks bounce pass from the high post, stolen away by Pennock, and it'll be Steelville ball, bringing it left to right on your radio dial. Church bumps a little with Wilson as she brings it across the timeline. Nearly lost the handle on it, recovered it. Dishes Booker, falling away, shot up no, but she draws the foul. 2 more free throws coming Steelville's way. And Eric, looking at the numbers, one of the more probably frustrating things at that half is this is a good free throw shooting team generally, and Booker an 80% free throw shooter, but she was 1 of 4 in that first half. And the Lady Cardinals is a team 3 of 8. I say that as Booker hits on the first.
The one thing about the formal Misha stats, when you get the full glance, the numbers can get pretty ugly sometimes this time of year, which is it's a rock fight as 2 free throws made. But 7 for 29 and 8 for 27 from the field for Steelville and Lift for Life, respectively. That's not something to tell Mom and Dad about.
Yeah. And then you throw in the turnover number for Lift for Life at 14. Here's a deep 3 looking to answer, and that shot no good from Taylor Brown. Rebound is grabbed by Steelville, and they'll bring it the other way. Pennock with it on the right wing. She has an open look for 3. Close down quick, but she hits it. Pennock, second triple of the game. And Steelville opens up a 5-point lead quickly here to start the third quarter. Lob on the right wing for Corey Steele. Looking to drive here for Lift for Life. Kicks it out top. Wilson uncurls a 3. That's bricked off the back iron. Offensive rebound, though, battling for it is Wilson. They have a whistle, though, and they got the tie-up. Possession arrow will favor Steelville.
And you mentioned the turnovers, -8 the margin for Lit for Life, and yet they were tied at halftime. So that's something they should be jumping for joy about.
Yeah, Coach Brown probably was a pretty relieved man in the locker room for the Lady Hawks. With the basketball on right wing, Booker now tries to drive middle. Spins on a man, now kicks the right wing over to Church, and she shuffles her feet, travel. Ball right back to Lift for Life, and the turnovers continue to alternate right now for both teams as we're early going here in the third quarter from Springfield. They'll bounce it over on the left wing for the Lady Hawks. Taylor Brown skies a pass across, and too tall for Steele, out of bounds and back to Steelville. That's just a pass forced really right there.
We've seen a few of them. Usually it's been of the vertical variety up the floor. That one's just a cross-court bomb.
Church will dribble across the timeline. Dribbles right in front of us here near half court. Gets away from Wilson. Drives. Puts up a runner. Over. Warded in. Nice finish from Alyssa Church.
This 7-point lead feels drastic in this game right now. 7-0 run, no less, to start the half. And it seems like Steelville are a lot more fundamental than Lift for Life, too. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're really wise about how they manage their possession down the stretch. But a foul on a jumper.
Yeah, Steele attempted a three. They get a push underneath on Steelville. That is going to go on, I believe, Haley Woodall. And pardon me, they get it on Perkins for Steelville. Inbound pass, though, picked off. Chance to run out for the Lady Cardinals. Out ahead, it is Perkins, but stolen from behind and off of Perkins. The ball back to the Lift for Life. And that's all on a good back check by Mackenzie Wilson to prevent the fast break layup. For Lift for Life, they have got to cut down the turnovers. Otherwise, Steelville, they look to have gotten a good reset. Get those first half jitters, your first time here, out of the way. And I think Coach Collins has done a very good job resetting this team as they begun the second session of 16 minutes. Another three from deep by Wilson straight away. That one's off the front. Rebound skitters out of bounds into the Lift for Life bench. The last touch by Steelville. So it'll stay with the Lady Hawks out of St. Louis. It'll be Taylor Brown to do the honors. Inbounds for Seals. Back to Brown. Now lobs down low, in and out of the hands of Wilson, and right to the graceful hands of Naomi Perkins. Another turnover for Lift for Life. But it's stripped at half court, and Wilson will be all by her lonesome. Lays it up with the wrong hand, but she gets it to go.
Whatever gets it to go, right? That might have been the most space you'll ever see on a layup. She was like walking to the left block because the person she stripped it from fell. So literally everyone else was 75 feet away.
Booker the basketball, spins away, gives right corner to Church. Everything just about goes through Booker and Church. It's a bounce pass left block, and a shot, the bunny, left short by Woodall. Rebound grab by Lift for Life. That's a pretty big miss there from Steelville. That said, a steal for Church. One-on-one against Wilson. Tries to disengage. Stuck under. Shut up good. Steele on the score for Church. She's up to 8 points.
You know, she got whacked in the face earlier. Then she gets stripped at half court, and she responds like that. I'm not saying she was being a liability by any means, but she was starting to struggle a little bit as Lift for Life puts it in courtesy of Denia Ward from the right block. She just wasn't herself, and there to go with the left hand. Granted on the right side, but I don't know if she had the angle to put it up with her right. That was a beautiful play.
Yes. 8 points, and that's the senior coming to life here to start the second half. Now they try to find Church cutting to the basket. That pass, though, tipped away out of bounds.
Double tip. That one went off the hand of Ward on the interior.
It will stay with the Steelville Lady Cardinals, 27-22, 4:07 remaining in the third quarter. As the inbounds will go to Booker, tries to go right, shot up no, but she'll draw the foul. Back to the free throw line for 2 more free throws will go Sydney Booker. Terrific post player for the Steelville Lady Cardinals.
You cannot defend a player of Booker's caliber like that on the inbound, and that's what Greg Brown's telling her right now. She had her back to the inbounder. They just popped it up. Booker caught it totally uncontested, and just that was as easy of a trip to the line as you'll get for Booker. And Booker finding her range now, the free throw line, as she's made 3 straight here to start the second half. Up to 10 points now to lead the Lady Cards. Second one in the air, also good. Thanks again to the sponsors for making this broadcast possible: Presbyterian Manor of Farmington, Serenity Hospice, and the Steelville R3 School District. 29-22, Steelville leading. Wild shot put up. That one went backwards from Denise Mills, and the rebound grab by the Lady Cardinals. Steelville so far has outscored Lift for Life 11-4 here in the third quarter. Driving is Church, lost the handle, but that was with the help of a Lift for Life player. Out of bounds last touched by Mackenzie Wilson. It'll be Steelville ball to inbound on the baseline. Substitutions for Lift for Life coming back into the game are Deidre Walton and Antonia Russell. Steelville has shown depth, but I think Coach Brown has played. Actually, yes, he has played every single player at his disposal already. Lift for Life showing their depth, and here's a inbound play stolen away by Mill. Outlet ahead will find Brown in stride, but she misses the layup. It's spun off. Offensive rebound, Steals back up. She'll finish. Corey Steals his second basket. She's got 4 points. Talking about the balance, by the way, the leading scorer is Taylor Brown with 10.7. After that, you got Russell at 9.9 for Lift for Life. Booker drives right down the lane, and it's like the parting of the Red Sea as she lays it up and in into a timeout for Coach Seth Collins. Which is interesting because they're rolling right now up 31-24, 3:14 third quarter. You wonder if he's just wants to set something up defensively in all likelihood.
Yeah, I think that is probably the case. We'll take a 30-second break with them. 31-24 Steelville, and in 30 seconds on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Whatever your educational goals are, you can achieve them at Jefferson College. With caring faculty, convenient locations, and award-winning academic programs, your future is Jefferson College's focus. To learn more, call 636-797-3000 or visit jeffco.edu for a complete list of degrees and programs. Enroll now.
For higher education, for higher expectations, Jefferson College, Jefferson College, and you.
Joey Eric Duick back with you from Springfield, Missouri, and it's the Steelville Lady Cardinals up 31-24 over Lift for Life. 3:14 to go in the third quarter. And this Class 3 girls semifinal, the Show Me Showdown. Winner moves on to the championship tomorrow. The loser would play for third place. Lift for Life will bring the ball across the timeline. Lob the right wing to Steele. Trying to drive, gets cut off by Pennock. Now spins back away, drives in, and gets knocked to the deck. There will be a foul on Steelville. Just the second team foul on the Lady Cardinals here in the third quarter. 2 apiece so far for the half. And looking like we're going to get a little break here to mop up some sweat after that one. Thanks again to our sponsors: Steelville Senior Living, Surdyke Motorsports of Festus, Twin City Toyota of Herculaneum, and the UPS store of Festus. As always, please support these sponsors that support these broadcasts. They go right wing, deep three, contested three from Wilson, no good. Rebound, battled for. They're going to get a tie-up out of this. And the possession arrow will favor Lift for Life. I think Steelville might have got a break there because that looked for all the world like that was going to be a over the back on Pennock. As she reached over the top of Steele going for that basketball. Instead, it all matters for naught. The ball stays with the Lady Hawks on the alternating possession. Walton tries another three straight away. That one off the back iron. And the rebound long, grabbed by Pennock for Steelville. As a spin away from Steele, lobbed up ahead now for Church. And she will settle it down up between the ring. Started by Walton. Drives in, shot up, good in the foul. Alyssa Church somehow muscles it up and in while also getting hacked by Deidre Walton.
What a finish. That thing spiraled all around the rim. Once again with her left hand, too, we talked about how she had a couple of rough moments there, but she's responded with a fury.
And a chance now for the senior Church to make this a double-digit lead for Steelville. 33-24. Church at the line, eyes it up. That one pinballs out. Rebound, offensive rebound, and put back up and in by Naomi Perkins. What a swing right there for Steelville. They say, we don't want 3, let's go for 4. 35-24 Lady Cardinals. Runner in the lane the other way, won't find home for Wilson. Rebound battled for and won by Steelville as Perkins comes out with it. Up to Church. Loud as this building has been for this game. Big lane on the right side. Church couldn't find home. Booker, though, offensive rebound. Gets it to roll home on the stick back. Timeout for Coach Brown. Steelville fans roaring their approval here in Springfield. Biggest lead of the day, 37-24 Steelville. Minute 56 to go in the third quarter. Back in 1 minute on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Hi, this is Brad Smith at Lucas Smith Chrysler Center, your local home of the no bull deal. The word local, you've heard the phrase shop local, buy local, but do you really think exactly what that means? When you shop here at Lucas Smith, you put your trust in the hands of all of my employees who also eat, play, work, live, and shop local. Jefferson County is their home too. Why drive for miles when you can buy what's right here in your backyard? All we ask at Lucas Smith Chrysler is to give us the chance to earn your business. Please shop local, and remember, Lucas Smith Chrysler Center in Festus.
This is Dr. Karen Melton at Hearing Care Partners. We hope you don't miss a single thing this sports season. Stop by for a free hearing screening so you'll hear every play and the person sitting right next to you. One of the best parts of the game is chatting with old friends and making new ones. We wish all our local players a safe and healthy sports season. It's Hearing Care Partners. Find us online at hearingcarepartners.com.
And back to live action here from Springfield, 37-24. Steelville leading. They have outscored the Lift for Life Lady Hawks 19-6 here to start the second half. That said, there's a dish inside, a layup, and the foul for the Lady Hawks. Is finishing that one off as Lanaya Starks, her second basket of the game, coming off the bench for Coach Brown. She'll go to the line for the and one.
Yeah, she's got such a size advantage on the interior and capitalized on it.
And she drains the free throw as well. Starks on the season was a 27% free throw shooter, but that looked like a pretty good shooter's stroke there from 15 feet out. Well, of course, she was shooting behind the volleyball line instead of the actual free throw line. 37-27 the score. With the ball, it is Church. Dishes off now to Woodall. Bounces up top for Booker. Eyes it up, thought about a three. Instead will drive up against Starks. Muscles it up and in again. Sydney Booker having a big third quarter. She's got 10 alone in the third, 17 for the game to lead the way for the Lady Hawks, or for the Lady Cardinals. Now pass inside, tipped and stolen away by the Lady Cardinals. Coming up with was Pryor. She's got the ball across the timeline now, under a minute to go for the third quarter. And a shot rejected by Starks. Booker grabs the loose change and dishes it right back off to the player who got the shot blocked, that being Haley Woodall.
That was just a bad break for Lift for Life. That was a great defensive play. It just went right to Booker. Great touch by her to find a teammate on the block as an air ball three stays with Lift for Life. I would not be surprised if Lift for Life starts chucking a lot of threes just based on how I've seen them play so far. This game's just going to be decided by how many of those fall.
The basketball steals, crashes into a crowd, and will draw a blocking foul to Corey Steele. To the line for two free throws here for the Lady Hawks. A 76% free throw shooter. Doesn't get to the line very often, though. 22 of 29 coming into postseason play for Lift for Life. Thanks to more of our sponsors. Once again, Applebee's of Farmington, CNC Suppliers, Flat River Loop in Farmington, Cole's Tractor and Equipment of Farmington, and Country of Bethany. First free throw was no good for Steele. Second one coming her way. Tell you what, Eric, I don't know. We'll find out in the postgame what was said by Coach Collins in the locker room, but this is a different-looking Steelville team. First half was very choppy. This second half, or this third quarter, it's been as cohesive as you can ask for from a team making their first appearance for the Show Me Showdown.
A lot of points right at the rim. They don't seem rattled at all by the moment.
41-28 as Steele hits on the second free throw. Steelville works it across against the Lift for Life press. Dish inside. Booker gets a man to overcommit and will lay it up and in easy as she likes there. A lot of really good passes setting up these buckets, too. Steelville clearly a very fundamentally skilled team. 15-point lead with the ball on the right wing and through the hands of Seals, but it was tipped in the process by Pennock out of bounds. It'll stay with Lift for Life. 11.6 remaining on the clock. It'll be Seals inbound next to the Lift for Life bench. Throws it up top to Ward. Now right wing, that shot blocked. Free ball, tipped around and last off of a Steelville player. That was Woodall. It was literally a tip drill in football off the initial block three-point attempt by Steele. So inbound on the baseline with 5.5 left. Kansas defense, got to get it in, throws it into a crowd, found a man in Giddings. Now deep three straight away, bricked off the back iron by Walton, and the horn will sound. Tremendous third quarter from Steelville. They outscore Lift for Life 25-10. They have control of this Class 3 girls semifinal, 43-28. Back in 1 minute on the MyMo Info Sports Screen.
Now is the time to join your Jefferson County Family YMCA. New classes are always being added, plus the Y now has expanded child watch hours for mornings, evenings, and weekends. And it's not too early to sign up your child for summer camp and get 10% off per child. Plus, there's some great annual campaign fundraisers in March, like a dive-in movie in the pool area March 13th, adult blacklight volleyball match March 19th, and a lifeguard car wash on the 27th. Contact the Y for all the details. That's your Jefferson County Family YMCA in Festus.
Hey guys, this is Megan, manager of Home Pools and Spas in Leadington, with a couple of reminders for you. Don't forget to schedule your pool opening as soon as possible. We're filling up fast. Also, as spring approaches, don't forget to take advantage of our annual chemical sale, where all chemicals are 20% off. This year's sale will be April 5th through 10th. The Home Pools and Spas family can't wait to see you this spring. Go to our website, homepoolsandspas.net.
Colin Shelley, Eric Jewett back to you from Missouri State University, 43-28. The Steelville Lady Cardinals lead the Lift for Life Academy, Lady Hawks. Steelville looking to punch a trip to the state championship tomorrow evening across the hall at JQH Arena. The Steelville basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. With it is Church, curls out top, guarded by Lift for Life's Mackenzie Wilson. Now they work in the left corner. We have a whistle and a double dribble. I believe they're going to get that on Booker.
They do. I think she said I think she wanted to shoot, and then she was like, wait, we're up by 15 and only 10 seconds is on up the clock. And then her realization of that caused a double dribble.
So the basketball steals, spins into a double team, kicks it out to Wilson. Steps around a man, left elbow jumper off the back iron, no good. And the rebound grabbed by Booker. She has had free reign of the paint tonight. Sydney Booker will hold it out top now and make Lift for Life come to get her. Their post player, Lanaya, starts to meet her. One-on-one. Dribbling around is Booker still. Now gives to Church on the right wing. Church out top for Woodall. Haley Woodall nearly stripped for the basketball. Got it to Church, who's just able to tightrope the half-court stripe, and then has a pass knocked out of bounds by Russell. It'll stay with the Lady Cardinals.
There really was a tightrope just based on where the ball had landed. I did not think she'd be able to keep that in the front court.
Steelville will inbound right next to us here with Booker doing the honors. Getting counted, gets it into the count of three as she gives over to Church. Melissa Church dribbles off her foot there with the help of the defender. Got it back, though. Needs some help, and a whistle and a timeout as Lift for Life extending some pressure out with their defense, and Coach Seth Collins wants to talk things over. 6:42 to go for regulation. 43-28, Steelville on top. Back in 30 seconds on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Champions are made here. On our courts, on our fields, and in our classrooms. Why settle for ordinary when you could be part of greatness? Mineral Area College. Become a Cardinal today.
Back to live action here at the Hammond Student Center in Springfield. Inbounds play goes right to Alyssa Church, and she will settle things down. One of 3 seniors on the Steelville roster. Church looking for some help here as the pressure continues to come. Got it off to Perkins, and hands off to Haley Woodall. The basketball now inside. Shot blocked on Booker's second time. Asking goes back up. Gets fouled, and Booker to the line for 2 free throws. Chance to break the ice here in the fourth quarter, neither team having scored here in this frame.
I just don't know where Lift for Life's offense is going to come from. Down 15.
It really doesn't look like, unless they can get some transition baskets and get them in the hurry, they are in some deep, deep trouble as Booker converts on the first. Thanks again to our sponsors, Cozine Memorial Chapel of Farmington, First Community National Bank of Steelville, Fleegs Equipment of St. John and Leadington, and Gateway Region YMCA of St. Louis. Second free throws off the back, no good, and the rebound grab by the Lady Hawks. Racing it the other way, Wilson dribbles through 2 into the lane, now kicks over left corner, 3 ball off the side, no good. Rebound, though, for Lift for Life, Natonia Russell. She will draw a foul and go to the line to shoot 2 for Lift for Life. Right now, what you want of your Coach Collins, you want up double digits like this. You want as stress-free as a fourth quarter as possible. Don't let the clock stop and give Lift for Life a chance to free throw line.
Yeah, and got to start having some long possessions, and you'd like to get a couple of good looks to try to extend this lead. But, yeah, time's on your side here.
This is not a particularly good free throw shooting team at 55% Lift for Life. That said, Russell, who sits and shoots sub 50, hits on both of those and makes it a 44-30 Steelville lead.
Booker
across the timeline
is such an asset because not only is she tall, but she's able to handle the ball outside and create plays for others. You can really see how valuable she is.
Her and Church really have alternated controlling the basketball on possession. Good feed inside by Church to Booker, but she had the ball knocked away and then got it back and spun right into a travel. So the ball will go back for Lift for Life.
Yeah, we're obviously not as familiar with Steelville filling in right now, but I think Booker's game translates to the college level. I mean, she's able to play the top of a 1-3-1 right there. She can shoot. She can pass. She's got the size as she rebounds it here. She's a very talented high school basketball player.
Rebounded off the miss by Wilson. Outlet ahead. And they'll work the left wing now to the trailer. Booker knocked away by Wilson. Ball saved from going out of bounds by Lift for Life. Right to Booker. Working now to the left corner. 3 ball for Steelville. That one no good on the shot by Perkins. A rebound is fought for, tied up in the possession arrow. Will favor the Lift for Life Lady Hawks. That's one thing I will say for Lift for Life. As a CMO grad, they have good taste in logos. The same exact logo as the Southeast Missouri State Red Hawks.
And the Steelville Cardinal logo is the same logo as the Arizona Cardinals.
Yes.
I don't notice any difference.
And Tipton, also, same thing. There's a three-pointer gunned up from the left wing, and that was knocked down by Taylor Brown. Her first basket was back in the first quarter. Lift for Life creeping back a little bit. Now within 11 with still 4 minutes and change to go. Bounce pass, stolen away by Brown. Chance for a run out. All alone, lays it up and in. That will lead to a timeout for Coach Collins. 5 quick points for Brown. It's back to single digits. 44-35, Steelville on top. We'll take a 30-second break, come back for in a moment here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Would you like to lower your house payment? Paul Hale here with New Era Bank, here to tell you how it's a great time to refinance. Mortgage rates are at historic lows, and many homeowners can save a considerable amount of money by refinancing. Take advantage of this opportunity by refinancing today. We offer a variety of both fixed rate and adjustable products that fit just about every need. Whether you're planning to stay in your house for 2 years or a lifetime, now is the time to act. Visit our website at www.newerabank.com or call any of our branches to speak with a loan officer today. New Era Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Tell Me Showdown 2021 from Missouri State University. Colin Shoei, Eric Duick with you on the call here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream. It's a 44-35 lead for the Steelville Lady Cardinals. A lead that was as big as 17 at one point has been whittled back to 9. And a little run by Lift for Life. So far, just 1 point for Steelville in the first 3.5 minutes. This after they outscored Lift for Life 25-10 in the third quarter. And go to the press, and just getting free from a hold was Toby Pennock to receive that inbound. Now working across the timeline now, it goes to Perkins. Naomi Perkins spinning on a man, looks for help, gives over to Woodall. Woodall stripped to the basketball again. Here goes Mackenzie Wilson, one-on-one, shot up, no. Shot was diverted just a little bit. Booker back to get the rebound.
Not to state the obvious, but if you're trying to erase a 9-point deficit, you just have to make that layup wide open.
Now the basketball, Church guarded tightly, knocks her defender to the deck, but that was on a blocking foul that might have been able to be called a little bit sooner, but all the same, they'll get that on Kenise Mills. Her second foul. It's the team's 5th for Lift for Life. This is a game back and forth in the first half. Steelville grabbing control in that third quarter, but Lift for Life showing they've still got some gas in the tank here. Down 9 and could be less. But the basketball, Woodall gives right corner. Bounce pass down, Booker, bump off, shut up, no, but she got run into. That'll be a foul before the shot. 16 fouls now on the Lady Hawks. And it'll be an inbound play coming up for Alyssa Church and the Lady Cardinals. As we got a little break here again to mop up some sweat on the floor. And it gives us time to thank some more of our sponsors for being a part of this broadcast. Gilster Mary Lee, Home Pools and Spas of Leadington, Jefferson College of Hillsboro, and Lucas Smith of Festus. And bounce pass on the inbounds goes to Booker, back to Church in the right corner. Now straight away, uncurling a three. Pennock, that one horseshoes out, and the rebound is grabbed by Lift for Life. Beautiful look as Pennock nearly had her third three-pointer of the game. That Lift for Life the other way into a travel. As Natonia Russell, guilty of that one, will get the ball right back to Steelville. Doors open for Lift for Life, but one costly miss and now one costly turnover. Steelville still sitting pretty with under 3.5 to go. Pennock the basketball, bounces back to Booker, dribbles it across the timeline. Tries to go three, got free, and scores. You wound up having Russell just back right off her and goes coast to coast.
Yeah, I don't know why she opened the alley there. And now a 2-1-2 pressure out of Steelville.
Shown it a couple times here, and a lob pass to the right wing is knocked away, and a good read by Pennock out of bounds. It'll stay with Lift for Life. Lift for Life, a 13-11 record this season. Again, played up against a lot of big St. Louis schools, the like of Webster Groves, Parkway North, Cardinal Ritter, all teams that are historically good year in and year out. Steal this time for Pennock. They'll throw it back for Church. She gets shouldered into. That'll be a foul. Free throws the rest of the way for the Steelville Lady Cardinals as Alyssa Church led to the line for 1-1.
And you know what that 2-1-2 did to Lift for Life? It's actually indicative of what we've seen throughout the game. Risky long passes. They attempted passes that have caused them problems. And it worked out in Steelville's favor. Church to the line. She has had a solid game today. 10 points, putting a surge of 6 points. Really seemed to get Steelville going on that big third quarter. She uncurls on the first free throw, and it will rattle home for Church. He missed one back in the third quarter on an and-one opportunity. Hits on that one, though. 47-35, Steelville in front. Second one in the air. That one misses off the back iron. Long rebound grabbed by Steele. Works it up the floor for Taylor Brown. Brown stops. Three ball good, but did she travel into it? No. They're going to say the basket counts, and there's a foul off the ball on Steelville. I didn't see much of anything going up the floor there. They get the foul on Perkins, her fourth. The 16th foul, so Lift for Life hereafter will be shooting free throws the rest of the way.
Haven't changed the score yet. Now the official will get with the scorer's table. They'll get that quickly corrected. 47-38 Steelville. Coach Collins, though, wants a word to talk about this. And I think there's probably, for coaches, those kinds of fouls, there's a made three and then there's a blocking foul somewhere off the ball. That's got to be the worst double whammy to go against the team and a coach.
And it becomes a question of was the shot in the air yet, or there's a lot of factors there.
Not a call you see come up very often in basketball, particularly at the high school level, but we see it here. They go to Russell on the inbound, tries another three. That one's no good off the front. Long rebound was grabbed by Steelville, but then picked off by Russell, and she lays it up and in. It was Wilson, pardon me, with the initial three, and she made the prior one, then gets the rebound and the putback for Natonia Russell.
Now Slipper Light just using its athleticism to create chaos.
47-40 Steelville. Lady Cardinals held just 5 points here in the fourth quarter.
Steelville only has one timeout, by the way, when it comes to trying to bail itself out of the pressure.
Coach Collins used a couple very early on in this contest, as did Coach Brown. Slipper Life has 2 remaining. Steelville works it across the timeline. Church the basketball. Dribbles out by the volleyball spiking line. Now gives right wing to Davis. Bounce for Booker. Booker spinning on Russell. Shot is blocked by Russell. Loose and grabbed by the Lady Hawks. But the bounce pass back to Russell. She had her heels on the baseline. Out of bounds. And it will go back to Steelville.
You've made it a game, and you just give the ball away. I mean, that's so frustrating for a coach.
They've had a couple of those. You had the one bunny missed on a fast break layup. Careless turnovers. Now inbounds into a rhythm. So good. Off the backboard from Perkins. Long rebound. Racing the other way. Pass flipped over to Steele. High bank. No, she's going to get called for a charge. Didn't see in the melee who drew that for Steelville. Meanwhile, Steele's a little banged up, and she comes up hobbling for Lift for Life. Will hobble right over to the bench for Coach Brown and company. I got a feeling that could have been knee-on-knee contact, if anything. Lift for Life will get a press in quick, and then we have a foul on the inbound. Getting pushed down was Church. That by Taylor Brown. And that will be free throws the other way for Steelville. 19 fouls now on the Lady Hawks. And a big 1-and-1 here for Toby Pennock, who's hit a pair of three-pointers in the game today.
Looks like we're stretching her out, so hopefully she'll be all right.
First free throw for Pennock, nothing but net. And she'll get the bonus coming. It'll be double bonus hereafter for Steelville. Pennock does not go to the free throw line very often. 6 of 10 on the season at 60%. Second one in the air, also good. Perfect on both with Pennock. So far, 4 of 6 here in the fourth quarter is Steelville. 49-40 as Steelville fans rising to their feet. Skip pass, Brown for 3. She got it. Her third three-pointer of the quarter, 4 for the game. The lead is down to 6 for Steelville with a minute and a half remaining. Working it across the timeline, stopping and starting is Pennock. Gets the screen out high from Church. Works it over for Woodall. Pass into crowd. Picked off. Natonia Russell the other way. Dishes over. Left wing. Wilson another 3. Got it again. Mackenzie Wilson. It is a 3-point game with a minute 14 left into a timeout on the floor.
Wow. I told you it'd come down to the threes in a lot of ways. Those are big hits there, back to back. And Steelville just cannot handle the pressure. I mean, they are totally overwhelmed right now. I would not say that I foresaw that.
Tale of 2 quarters in the second half. 49-46 Steelville leading, minute 14 left. We'll take the 30-second break, come back for in a moment on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Hey folks, Mark Toady here to brag about the great people at Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills. Chris and Jamie, well, they're just outstanding people. Their selection of furniture is pretty amazing too, but it's Chris and Jamie themselves that really makes Patsy stand out. They treat you right with great customer service and definitely go the extra mile to make sure you get what you need. So, if a new sofa or love seat is in your future, or maybe a new bedroom set, go to the place I go to for all my furniture. And that's Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills. Tell them J98 sent you.
Eric Hewitt, University, MIMO Info Sports Stream, 49-46 Steelville lead that at one point was at 17. So the Steelville Lady Cardinals has been whittled to 3 on some suddenly hot shooting from the Lady Hawks. They go to the press again. Booker looking in. Pass through the hands of Church, stolen away, layup good. Taylor Brown gets it to go. She has 13 points in the fourth quarter. Trapped in the backcourt. Remember, there's only one timeout left for Steelville, and Coach Collins is going to burn it with a minute remaining. 49-48 Steelville.
Yeah, you had to use that there. They had it up on the board as one before. It must have been a mistake. Full timeout for Steelville. Man alive, this would be one of the crazier comebacks I've seen in a high school game. I just did not foresee this. Down by 15, and just 0 was going the way of Lit for Life Academy. I thought they might unravel a little bit just based on the way they played in the first half. I thought we might see a lot of threes just kind of wildly chucked, but that has not been the case.
Yeah, and you felt like just a few free throws, the way that third quarter went, would take care of it for Steelville. Toby Pennock hits on that pair. 49-40 had the Steelville fans up, and then boom, boom, boom. 2 threes and a 2 on a steal on the press, and Lit for Life has sprung up from out of the ground.
And I don't mind you using that timeout if you're Steelville. You're only up by 1 now. You can't turn this over. And now all the pressure in the world is on Steelville. I mean, the Lady Hawks are just they're sitting pretty right now. They were down by 15. You think they're out of it, and now they're just jumping for joy on the bench. You'd think they're up by 10.
The water has basically been chummed for their press, which I guess ironic because red is the dominant color for the Class 3 girls semifinal. All 4 teams, that's the primary color. Booker to inbound. Everyone covered. Church able to spin 3, though, and gets the inbound. Gives it back up to Booker. Gets it across the timeline. Guarded by Russell. Hands back off to Woodall.
You don't have to rush the foul. You can try to force a turnover first.
Church spins right wing. Bounce past the high post to Booker. Nearly tied up. They're calling a travel. The possession arrow favored Steelville, but trying to spin away from it was Booker, and she spun into the travel.
She's had a few turnovers in this second half.
Under 40 seconds to go. Steelville leading by 1. Lit for Life has come all the way back to make this a contest. They work at left wing. Brown, bounce pass, look out, left corner 3, getting off the front, offensive rebound, stick back, good. Taylor Brown cleans up the trash into a timeout for Coach Brown with 21.1 left. All timeouts done, 50-49, Lit for Life lead.
I don't know if I would have taken that timeout if I were Coach Brown. Their pressure has just absolutely swallowed Steelville. Now that is and again, I mean, he knows this team better than I do. That's like a liver. That is either the best decision or the worst decision. There's like no in between on that. And that one, and you see that in a lot of games, but every game is different. Just based on the flow of this game and the fact that Steelville can't handle the basketball right now, I really like the way things were trending. And then also, the fact that 3 was so off the mark was incredibly to the favor of Lit for Life because it dropped right into the lap of it never even had it wasn't like Steelville didn't box out. The shot just missed so badly.
Yeah, Taylor Brown, 15 points in the fourth quarter. She hadn't scored since early in the first. She had 5 points in the first quarter, and we never heard from her in the middle quarters. But my, oh my, did she come to life here in the 21.1, and Steelville has led since very early on in the third quarter. Now has to come up with a big score here, and both teams out of timeout. Here we go. Pennock the basketball. swings at right wing. Open, 3 Perkins off the back. Now good. Rebound tips around. Perkins got it. 10 seconds left. Steelville still with the basketball. Woodall. Step back, shot, high up the backboard. Offensive rebound, and the bunny missed by Pennock. Ball loose. Barnstown, Lift for Life will win it 50-49. 3 different chances for the Steelville Lady Cardinals. And the best of the bunch, Toby Pennock from about 6 feet in the lane, just a little too high off the backboard. Absolute craziness. Wow. That, you couldn't ask for a better look. What you'll say in defense of the shooter, and there's not really, you can't defend that, but what, in the case of the shooter, it just, I'll finish up with that thought after Coach. As Coach Steph Collins will immediately come over here after just after a gut-wrenching loss, and Coach 50-49. Third quarter, couldn't ask for more. What changed there in the fourth quarter? Live for Life, make late. Yeah. And I mean, you look at as far as the press. Was that something you guys have been preparing for at the onset here against Live for Life?
Right, yeah, we knew it would be out there at some point, especially as we got up. They did a great job in it. We didn't make plays, they did.
And you had that last time out. Coach Brown actually takes that for Live for Life. You go in. What was kind of the play call there in the setup?
We wanted to get to Sydney Booker. We wanted her to flash high and then go make a move. She's our best player.
And, coming off this loss now, you got to retool now for tomorrow. You got a third-place game. What's just going to be kind of the message in the locker room as far as building the girls back up to try to finish strong tomorrow?
I don't know. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
That's Coach Collins. No, tough loss. We'll let you go talk with the girls, and we'll talk to you down the road.
Thank you.
As Coach Steph Collins, 50-49. It is Live for Life over Steelville in this one. We will take a 2-minute break, digest the stats, and come back for for more of the post game. You're listening to school basketball on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Worry-free, hassle-free. Isn't that the way you want to live? Imagine not having to mow your lawn or worry about leaky pipes. Imagine checking the chore list and living those adventures you've always wanted to. Imagine having peace of mind knowing you are taken care of no matter what. Well, you don't have to imagine anymore. Call 573-756-6768 and ask about independent living at Farmington Presbyterian Manor.
You deserve the finer things in life, and Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy knows that. Even when it comes to your health care, we want you to have the best. Treat yourself to our award-winning service and experience a level of care that always puts you first, always goes above and beyond. Our goal is to give you an excellent experience, fast and friendly service, and total dedication to taking care of your health. Google the store nearest you and come see us today. Yes, you can have the finer things in life, and that includes a local pharmacy at its finest. Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy.
Eric Duick back with you from the Hammond Student Center in 50-49. The Lift for Life Academy Lady Hawks trailing 44-27 to start the fourth quarter. Outscore Steelville 22-6, turn it all around, and win this game 50-49. I can't add, actually. That would be 44-29 to start.
Yeah, it was 15. I think 15 was the largest.
Yeah.
I could be mistaken. I thought it was 15. Yeah. Maybe it was 17. I don't know.
Something like that. If nothing else, they'll be able to check Mish afterwards, because they do get point by point. But 15-17 point was comfy lead for Steelville, and it all ends up going by the wayside there in the fourth quarter.
If you didn't hear any of the game, well, all I need to tell you is listen to that post-game interview, and that tells you how rough things went down the stretch. But yeah, I just wanted to finish that thought from Coach Collins joined you, was that the last sessions were actually very similar in that one of the shots was missed poorly enough that it actually bounced for Steelville in the lane. You'd obviously rather have the backboard to use on the layup. There was no time for that, and she was dead smack in front of the rim. just, like I said, the perspective is different. It's harder to use the glass than it is on like a right-handed right block layup, left-handed left block layup. Anyway, just a little too strong off the back front rim. But that's a shot that, like if that were Booker taking that, you'd probably make that 8 or 9 times out of 10. And so it was a really good look. Just didn't fall. And that is, you don't get that kind of frustration in post-game interviews a lot. That's been doing this a while. Fair feeling, but it's also an understandable one. Yeah, because you have the state championship appearance on your fingertips. You've got two seniors who are your 2 leading scorers, or 2 of your 3 leading scorers, I should say. But Booker, the leading scorer, Church, the 3rd leading scorer. I mean, that's just hard to swallow. And really, if you want any analytical thoughts, it's pretty simple. Live for Life Academy just swarmed Steelville, forced a bunch of turnovers, and hit a couple of big threes from Wilson, and that's your game. As Coach Collins said, they made plays. And that's an accurate statement. They absolutely did, and we wondered where the offense was going to come from. Well, 4 3-pointers in that fourth quarter, 3 of them coming from Taylor Brown, who scores 15 of her 20 in the fourth quarter. That was a big fact. The press, getting steals, just all manner of elements allows the Live for Life Lady Hawks to come back. We will take a quick time, thank our sponsors once more. We'll just run through them all here. Applebee's of Farmington, CMC Suppliers, Flat River Loop in Farmington, Coles Tractor and Equipment of Farmington, Cumtree of Festus, Cozine Memorial Chapel of Farmington, First Community National Bank of Steelville, Fleet Equipment of St. John and Leadington, Gateway Region YMCA of St. Louis, Gilster Mary Lee, Home Pools and Spas of Leadington, Jefferson College of Hillsborough, Lucas Smith, Festus Mineral Area College in Park Hills, Duera Bank of Farmington, Fredericktown, Park Hills, Deloge, and Bon Terre, Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy of Deloge, Fredericktown, Ironton, Farmington, and Piedmont, Patsy's Furniture of Park Hills, Prairie Farms of Southeast Missouri, Presbyterian Manor of Farmington, Serenity Hospice, Steelville R3 School District, Steelville Senior Living, Sturdike Motorsports of Festus, Twin City Toyota of Herculaneum, and the UPS store of Festus. We will take another 1-minute break here on the post game and come back, give you the final numbers and your player of the game. That's all next here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
When it's all said and done, what really matters? For Serenity Hospice Care patient Jack, hospice isn't about giving up. It's not about the end. It's about right now. It's about spending precious time with the people we love.
Come on, Grandpa!
And the little moments that create lasting memories. It's focusing on what's important to you and remembering life is beautiful in all stages.
Are you wanting a home with acreage, a hobby farm, or simply looking for a short-term loan? At First State Community Bank, we're offering a new 7-year adjustable rate mortgage program. Check out our 7-1 and 7-3 options. Speak to our lending team at your local FSCB branch or visit info.fscb.com/7ARM today to get started. First State Community Bank. Success starts here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Bank NMLS number 412605.
Back to wrap things up here on the post game, brought to you by Home Pools and Spas, as a 50-49 victory for Live for Life Academy, down at 1 point, 44-27, down 15 to start the fourth quarter. The Live for Life Academy Lady Hawks outscore Steelville 22-6 in the fourth quarter to come back and book a spot in tomorrow's championship game. Taking a look at the scoring by quarters, it was a tight, low-scoring first quarter with Live for Life outscoring Steelville 9-8 in the first quarter. Steelville outscores them 10-9 in the second quarter to tie it up at 18-18. And then Steelville's offense completely comes to life in the third quarter, outscoring Live for Life 25-10, grabbing control at 44-29, or 44-28, pardon me. And then it was Live for Life outscoring them 22-6 in the fourth quarter. 50-49, Live for Life comes back to beat Steelville. Individual scoring, 22 points for Sydney Booker to lead the way for Steelville today. Alyssa Church, her fellow senior, also double figures with 11. Toby Pennock had 8. 5 for Haley Woodall, 3 for Naomi Perkins. On the other end for Lift for Life, 20 points for Taylor Brown. Again, 15 of those coming in the fourth quarter. She was the lone Lady Hawk in double figures. Antonio Russell added 8, 6 for Corey Seals, 5 for Mackenzie Wilson, 4 each for Denia Ward and Lanaya Stark, and 3 for Deidre Walt. 50-49, the final. Lift for Life over Steelville. Final business, Applebee's Grill and Bar Player of the Game. Again, brought to you by Applebee's Grill and Bar in Farmington. Doing good in the neighborhood. The tough ending for Steelville, we'll give that Player of the Game to Sydney Booker. She did it just about all for Steelville today. 22 points for the Lady Cardinals to lead the way. Sydney Booker is your Applebee's Grill and Bar in Farmington Player of the Game. That is going to wrap it up for the call here for myself, Colin Shoey, and Eric Duick, also for Coach Seth Collins of the Steelville Lady Cardinals, and also Connor Mooney pushing all the right buttons to keep us on air here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream. I'm Colin Shoey, signing off.